Hello friends, my name is Nikhil and recently my first self-published book went live on Amazon. This is my second published book. The book's title is How to Market Your Games Like a Pro and Make Money. My first book was published by Pack Publishing and it was focused on developing an Android game. I wrote that book in 2016 and the entire process was extremely fascinating for me. To see those pages of book getting filled one by one and coming together in the shape of a book was something extremely satisfying to go through. So I definitely was pulled back towards this process of writing a book because I genuinely love writing, but this time I wanted to write on something different than development. And that's when I started wondering what would be the topic for my next book. I revisited my career and asked myself what was one pain point I faced myself in the gaming industry. The one answer I got loud and clear was that of marketing games. There are tons of tutorials available on the internet related to development of games, but rarely any reliable sources that talk about how to effectively market your games. I have been in this industry since 2011 and have experimented a lot related to marketing my games throughout my career. And I have made many mistakes related to marketing and have learned amazing insights through them. I've also worked as a tech lead in a company named Talking Pixels for a year, and while working over there for this position, I learned incredible insights related to how to improve engagement and retention for games. When I started making games in 2011, I had absolutely no idea how to make games, let alone market them. By 2013, I had developed my first game and successfully launched it on Google Play Store under GameYon. As beginner's luck, my first game did incredibly well compared to the expectations that I had for it. My first game, which is called Kite Flying Game, which is spelled as KYTE, crossed over 10,000 downloads within its first week of launch in 2013, and since then has seen decent amount of growth. Till date, the game has crossed over 400,000 downloads and is one of the few kite flying games available on Google Play Store. After this game, I worked on few other titles, but none of them came anywhere close to the success that my kite flying game enjoys to this date. That's when I started questioning what exactly was going wrong, but could not figure out exactly what it was. Things became clear when I started working at my job at Talking Pixels, where I learned valuable lessons related to game analytics. And that's when I realized that all this while my games didn't have proper analytics integrated in them. And that is the reason why I could not understand how to improve their gameplay. This is when I decided to take all of my experience of the last 7 years or so and write them all down in a book which will help developers understand the importance of marketing games. And I have decided for this book to be a self-help guide for developers which will even tell them exactly when to start promoting their games. There is also a lot of confusion as to why games don't get downloads, and even I faced this problem many times as to how to improve my games downloads. There are many companies out there that provide these fake downloads for your game, but that only serves as a vanity number and does not help your games long term at all. In fact, it severely hurts the long term of your game since these users are mostly fake and are not actually interested in your game. This is why I have also mentioned the entire process of acquiring users through 100% legal ways, which will get you real users that will help you improve your game's ranking. All in all, I understand what problems developers face, and so I have taken into consideration all the major pain points that I personally faced, as well as have tried to address a lot of confusion. So if you are a game developer, I would definitely recommend you to check out my book once. It is available at an extremely affordable price as an ebook and is also available as paperback on Amazon. You can find the link to this book in my description. And the whole point of this book is to give your game that extra advantage in the market and showcase it in a way that will actually get audience excited for your game. Now don't get misguided over here. In order for all this marketing to work, your game also actually has to be good as well. Of course, this book will definitely help you boost your game's downloads and get your games noticed, but if your game is bad, then instead of focusing on marketing, you should focus on improving it first. Don't worry, this book will help you out with that as well. Consider this book as your handy go-to guide. It will serve you as a checklist and provide you with a roadmap to make your game successful. With that in mind, I hope you have a wonderful time reading this book. I have tried to keep the language as easy as possible and have broken down all the complex marketing things into easy examples that you can implement immediately as soon as you read a particular chapter. Above all, I truly hope you enjoy reading this book. Personally, I believe that the gaming industry has just started to evolve and there is a lot of abundance for any new game developers out there to be successful. So my request to you is just this, that if you find this book useful in any way, then do suggest it to your fellow game developers who might be struggling to get their games noticed in the market. I truly understand the pain we developers experience after we put all our eggs in a single basket and then our game just doesn't do well. This book primarily focuses on Google Play Store as a platform for promoting your Android games. However, if you understand the basic principles talked about in this book, you may also utilize the same knowledge for your games on any other platform as well. I hope this book helps you in marketing your games and making money through them. Do check out my other videos. I do game reviews on my channel, and I'm also available on all the other social media platforms. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. My username everywhere is NIKMLNKR. You'll find all the links to these in the description. My book is available on Amazon, or else you can also visit my website to get the link directly over there. My website is www.nikmlnkr.com/books. You will find the link to this book directly over there. So that's it for this video. This is Nikhil signing off. Nastla now.